The DJI Mic 3 came out recently, and I just knew that I had to get it. So, despite the stupid tariffs and the potential impending ban of DJI products, I don't know if it's just drones or basically everything from them. In any case, I went on Amazon and I ordered this. It came from a company called Arrow Hub, and I have no idea what that is. So I'm hoping that this isn't just a bag of rocks. That actually looks legit. I don't know if there's specifically a US version of this, but this appears to be what I've been waiting for. So I am shooting this video on the Action 5 paired with the DJI Mic 2, and I should have noise cancellation enabled just to give you an idea of what it sounds like on the Mic 2 before I switch over to the Mic 3. This is a much smaller package than I was expecting. And so far, it is not a bag of rocks. Compact and neat, which is what we would expect from the smaller DJI Mic 3. It's a nice little baggie. So here's the one for the Mic 2. I'm not sure which one I like better, but this feels nice as well. And here's the Mic 2. Alright, we got little mini dead cats, a couple of cables, USB-C charging and audio cable. We got magnets, silica gel. Yeah, the bag's actually kind of a nice little thing. So wow, that is a lot smaller. Well, maybe not a lot smaller, but fairly significant. Same width. Roughly as tall. Not as wide. Press to unlock. There they are. It does come with a charge. Currently showing 57.3 hours of recording, but I will probably end up switching this over to 32-bit float, and that'll get reduced a good amount. The one thing I'm hoping is that this is compatible with a really important part of my kit. I'm a Sony shooter, and I just want to make sure that this thing goes. Why is this so hard to get off? What the heck? Okay, well maybe I'll set it up first. Oh, I'm gonna have to connect this with the Mimo app, which is always fun. There's a lock and unlock button there. Wait, is that for this? It is! Oh, okay. So this little plate now actually has a lock button. Alright. The moment of truth. I just want to make sure. Wait, is that kind of weird? Why would this go in upside down? No, is this different? That's sad. Am I doing this wrong? Let's see on the Mic 2. Oh, it slides down. Oh no. Alright, so that works on the Mic 2, but it does not work on the Mic 3. So if you are a Sony shooter and you have the hot shoe adapter for the Sony cameras. This thing does not work. It's not compatible with the Mic 3. Unfortunate. So I guess it's back to the cable life for me. Bummer. It means I can't throw this little thing out. Dang, yeah, that's a totally different. Let's see it right there. Okay. Well, anyway. There you have it, though. Mic 3 unboxing. Much smaller. Let's compare these things. Dang. What I do plan on doing is probably either taking a black Sharpie to this or getting some kind of sticker so that I can fill in the white portion. Sorry, DJI. But this white logo just stands out way too much for my tastes. It's not the perfectly see-through case that the Mic 2 has. It's translucent and you still can make out things in there, but it's not completely crystal clear like the Mic 2 is, which is fine. I don't really want to draw any kind of attention to the microphone, which is why I will likely fill that in. So, otherwise, nice package. I mean, it's what you'd expect. I'll have to get this thing fully charged up. So, USB-C adapter for the receiver. Yep, this is only on one. And each one is about half full, maybe less. So I'll get this thing paired up and with my Mimo app on the phone, and then get this thing fully charged. And I'm gonna take it out for a spin tomorrow. Make a whole bunch of content because I got to go over the Osmo 360 as well. All right, well that's that. I'm kind of bummed about the hot shoe adapter that only seems to work on the Mic 2. I guess I'll have to get another one for the Mic 3. I don't even know if that exists yet. So we'll find out soon enough. Actually, I think I heard that this thing swivels. Oh, because it's magnetic. This is also magnetic. It's nothing but magnets. And there's a little bit of a locking mechanism in there. I know, I was just about to end this video, but then I got curious about a few things because this thing showed up on top of there. But, so this is the clip. It is magnetic. There's nothing holding on this. They're holding this on physically. But if you want, you can switch it over to one of these guys. I also heard, because obviously I watched other video reviews before receiving this thing, but the case itself now holds, holds the cable right here, and you can stick the little dead cats in there as well. Plus, it comes with 2 black and 2 gray, which is really nice because in a lot of cases, black would be the way to go. Just blends in a little bit better. This kind of stands out a bit. So, and these are just a clamp. A clamp because there is no 1/8 inch audio port on these. That's not so bad. Wait. There it is. Clamped in there now. Oh, that actually holds very well. Jeez, I feel like I'm going to break it if I pull this thing apart. Yeah. Cool. Very firm grip on that. And then if you wanted to switch over to one of the magnets, you just pop that guy off. Get these things apart, and boom, magnet. Well, small form factor. That's pretty great. I did an interview a few months ago, and somebody was like, "Why haven't they made these things smaller?" And I said, "Well, they did. They had the Mic Mini, but I didn't want that because it didn't come with all the features that the Mic 2 does. And now you have the Mic 3, which is the blend of the two, minus the 1/8 inch audio port." And that's okay, because honestly what I'm going to end up doing is keeping the Mic 2 around, because it does have that 1/8 inch, so I can add a lavalier, and this is still a perfectly good microphone system. Plus, the Mic 3 supports up to 4 transmitters at a time, which means you can connect 2 Mic 2s and 2 Mic 3s if you're doing a 4-person interview. So upgrading to the Mic 3 doesn't make the Mic 2 a total loss. Alright, let's get him out in the field now.
Bonita, Bonita, Bonita.